look at the valley here in front of us. Sure. Okay, let's continue on the Jongensklip Road. Welcome back to Vanner's View. I'm just departing here from the lovely Via's bed and breakfast in the town of Greatton. What a beautiful little town. I had such a pleasant stay last night. But yeah, just look how peaceful this town is waking up on a Sunday morning. I just want to make another turn or two just to see a little bit more of the town. Just look at the quaint little buildings. If you haven't seen how I ended up in Greatton, please make sure to have a look at the previous video where I arrived via Canola and spent the evening here in Greatton. Now this is probably one of the quaintest towns in South Africa. You just see the quaintness everywhere. So I did talk a little bit about Greatton when I arrived yesterday, but maybe just one or two interesting other facts. It was actually an Englishman, Herbert Vigne, that bought a farm here and then established this town. He bought the farm 1846 and the town was established in 1854. But the interesting fact about this town is that it was the only town or place in South Africa at that time where anybody could buy property. You could have full title deeds, property rights, grazing rights, water rights, no matter what your race, nationality, religion. I just found that quite interesting, given the segregation history of South Africa. But it doesn't matter which street you take, it is just beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I probably need to start following my GPS, so let me just find my way out. Yo, that house was built in 1861. Yo. This is maybe the oldest street in Greatton, if I look at things. But where are we going today? Yo, the trip that I'm planning now is over 100 kilometers and I'm going to head directly south towards the coast. So there's a dirt road that, I think it's a dirt road that goes south, directly south from Greatton, and I'm going to try to find that now. So the end destination of the trip for today is Kleinbaai, there at the peninsula close to Gansbaai, Kleinbaai and Gansbaai. So I think this is going to be a very interesting ride because you're going to see, I hope, beautiful landscapes along a dirt road. Yeah, so here the dirt road is starting. I have to make a turn to the left in the direction Swellendam. We'll see now how long we will have to remain on the N2, because this is of course heading to the east now, and I will yeah, it's only 1.7 kilometers, then it's a turn off to the right again to continue with our journey to the south. Yeah, this is the start of the Jongensklip Road. But yeah, it looks like we are turning into a sea of canola going down this road. Yes, and immediately it is dirt road again. And I can see the road going over the hills there in front. What a lovely, lovely sight. We need to make a turn to cross the railway track here, so this is what is happening here. Yeah, and then immediately we need to make a turn to the left. But look at the valley here in front of us. Oh. Okay, let's continue on the Jongensklip Road. Now this road is a revelation. I think I probably pick the time of the year perfectly, because just look at the canola. But yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful ride. And the dirt road is in a excellent condition. I think there will be no problem just riding it with any car. The month of August, that is the month to come and look at the canola fields. We have now reached the end of this beautiful Jongensklip Road. We're now connecting up on the R316. That is the road connecting Bredasdorp and Greatton. Yeah, indeed, this is a tar road. The waypoint I've set for this part of the trip, let me just see, is Van Brakel Padstal. So let's just continue another 5 kilometers down the road, and then I will see what the next part of the route looks like. I just made a quick stop here at the Van Brakel Padstal just to check my route. So we're of course on our way to the south coast. Well, the first place at the coast that we're going to get to is Franskraal. Now, there are three little towns, Franskraal, Van Dijk's Bay, and Kleinbaai, that we're going to explore later today. But it's still about 50 kilometers away, so there are just two waypoints to go. The first one is Akkedisberg Pass, and I think I'm going to make a stop there for a snack and a drink. And then we're also going to drive the Alcross Road, which I think is again a dirt track, just to make things a bit more interesting. But let's go. Let's go. Akkedisberg Pass is only, 9.6 kilometers away. Oh yeah, and the turnoff is right here, the R326, towards the right hand side. Yeah, it's very nondescript turnoff. But how interesting does this not look? I mean, let's just see. I mean, this is really a small dirt road, but let's see where this leads. How interesting. Now, I have no idea if this is just a farm road or whether this is part of the original pass, but if you put the Akkedisberg Pass as a search term in Google Maps, it actually takes you down this little route. But look how beautiful this little valley is. This little road is much closer to the river. I'm not sure what the name of this river is, but it's quite a bit of water. But maybe the river is not a bad place to make a stop, but although it's maybe a bit narrow there, Let me just head on a little bit more. Yeah, this really becomes a small dirt road now. Yeah, no, it seems not. This little dirt track is actually not connecting up. So, but I think it is still a beautiful place to just make a quick stop for a snack. Yeah, what a peaceful little spot to just make a stop. I mean, I followed the Akkedisberg Pass route that the GPS put me on, but it became, as you can see, really a small little farm road. You can see to this side as well. Yeah, but let me just have a snack, a drink of water, and then we will continue on our trip to, well, Kraal as our first stop at the sea. A jungle energy bar, peanut butter. Since I haven't had breakfast this morning, it certainly is a good thing to just get something in the tummy. But not sure when I will be able to get something to eat. Now that was now a very lovely little stop there at the bottom of the dirt road here next to the Akkedisberg Pass, down that valley. It was not quite a thoroughfare, but it provided me the opportunity to just refresh a bit on a snack and a drink. The next part of our trip will take us now to the Alcross rivier, and also I think there's a dam. Yeah, here is just the board, says Akkedisberg Pass, or the Lizard Mountain Pass. Of course, the first place that we're going to get to at the coast is Kraal. Now, you know me, I don't always take, or usually I don't take the shortest route. So we're going to take the Alcross River Road, which is a turn-off in about 3.5 kilometers from here. I'm not sure if that is a dirt road. I suspect it might be. Let's see. Well, we are really getting to the higher parts of the Akkedisberg Pass now. Yeah, we are certainly descending again. Yeah, so sorry about mixing up the cameras. For some reason I swapped them around, and the one that should go onto the helmet got onto the handlebars. Now they've got different sound settings. The sound settings of the one in the helmet is set such that the really loud noises of the wind and so on, and the external noises do not influence the voice so much. But I've found out my problem now, and I've changed them around. Okay, the turn-off is here. Let me just see. For the Alcross River Road. Indeed, it is a beautiful dirt road right from the start. Yeah, so maybe just about the sound of the camera. So I've spoken about this in a previous video, where the gain setting on the camera, the DJI Osmo Action 4 camera on the helmet is set at -8. It means that the sounds that are further away, like the motorcycle engine sounds, as well as the wind on the helmet and so on, is blocked out, and you hear my voice a bit better. But so if I accidentally swap the cameras around, the one that on the handlebars is not set for that. It is set to really pick up more yeah, the sounds, the natural sounds. So that's why I messed up the sound a bit. But hopefully I will be able still to bring that footage to you as part of the editing process. Yeah, this is a nice little dirt road. So the Alcross River Road, or the waypoint I've set, is about 19 kilometers from here. But yeah, the fun just continues. I must say I'm getting more dirt roads today than I probably could have hoped for. So this is lovely. If you are interested in how I do my sound setup in the helmet, I've discussed that in a video, the trip that I did to Leipoldville. So I will put a link to that video in this video description. It's towards the end of that video where I discuss the sounds, and then if you want to go and have a little bit more detailed discussion on sound, please go and have a look at that video. Because I know some people have asked me, how do I do the sound in the helmet? And yes, it is a little bit of testing and playing around to get it right. And I think the first part of this video shows how you can get it wrong. And if you don't have the settings correct, you will really not get proper sound. Yeah, please go and have a look at that video. The link is in the description.